Wait, do you remember what I said, though? Okay. All right, can you give me the clippy thing? Thank you.
Do you want, here, I'm just gonna save you some.
Really? You want me to start my number 3? You don't want me to start all over? Okay. Are you still going to give me like a good grade? Is the extra credit if I start over?
Stand right here.
Do you think I did badly on the first time?
Okay, you're good.
Really? Like A good? Should I start over then? Okay, but it depends if I get a better grade for it, though. So it can only get better. Okay, so I'm going to start all over. Okay, so my topic is on acceptance. How often do we get frustrated because things didn't go the way we would like it to? We carry that frustration around, which would affect our attitude throughout the day. In life, we will get impacted by many uneventful things. We don't get to control what happens to us, but it's our response to these events. One of the many challenges I had to face growing up was acceptance, which was frustrating, and life is too short to be frustrated all the time. There will always be certain things that we may not like about ourselves when we look into the mirror, but it's two complete different things to accept it for who we are or to like it. We do not necessarily have to like it, but we must learn to live with these imperfections that make us who we are. Acceptance and rejection we receive from our friends, family, and even strangers is something that we endure in our everyday life. As a society, we need to understand that we are all our own unique characters. We are not meant to get along with everyone we meet because we are not meant to be all the same. But with acceptance, we feel more safe and protected, but even with acceptance, there comes a rejection. When we are asked, do you like who you've become, we do not generally get no as an answer. Even if we reject ourselves, we do not express it. Studies show that we wire our brains to our negative thoughts and spend more time evaluating the negative than the positive. Our negative emotions require more thinking than the positive, and when we overthink, that's when depression comes in. We all have a goal of feeling happy in our lives, but how can we truly be happy without contemplating on the negativity in our lives? There will always be negativity around us, but it's how we choose to deal with it. We will experience the highs in our lives and the lows that really hurt us. We get put in situations where our limitations are tested. When we are so focused on a negative, we find every reason to be unhappy, and until someone finds a way to be immortal, our time here is very limited. Life was not made to be easy. We all have our own challenges, our good and bad qualities. Sometimes we may need some time to ourselves and step back to see if this is who we want to be. Not what society thinks of you, but what you think of yourself. Self-acceptance is not something that happens overnight. It's a journey to get there, but it's worth it. To be at peace mentally is so important for our lives and our health. No one can hate you more than you hate yourself, and no one can drive you more crazy than yourself. Life is not always that great, but being able to walk past what we just endured and learn from our experiences makes us a smarter person. Self-acceptance is something that runs deep and something that people have a hard time dealing with. With self-love, we would have a more positive attitude towards our lives, even if we were surrounded by a negative environment. The bottom line is that it would play a huge part in our happiness if we took the time to reflect on ourselves and start loving ourselves for who we are. The world may be a big, scary place, but we take away from our experience and grow through what we go through. The attitude that you represent is greatly dependent on how you treat yourself and how you interpret the world to be. Yeah, that's all.
I am a leader who believes in service, purpose, and strategy. I believe leadership is serving others and working with others to achieve a meaningful mission. I promise to lead by having a positive vision, painting it clearly for others, and providing a sense of purpose in our work. It says from this article I read, if you get involved in leadership, you get to achieve stuff that you always wanted to achieve. You will also get involved in stuff that will help other people and make them happy. As a leader, your success depends upon your ability to get things done, up, down, and across all lines. To survive and succeed, you must learn 4 essential skills. Leadership contains certain elements of good management, but it requires that you inspire, that you build durable trust for an organization to be just good, but to win. Leadership means evoking participation larger than the job description commitment. Deeper than any job contract wording, you must convince others to take action on your behalf even when you have no formal authority. Leadership is not a talent. Leadership is a skill and a craft. It can be learned only through a unique combination of study and experience. In this article I read, it talked about that you don't have to be in a management position to be a leader. Leaders are found throughout all levels in an organization, and it listed things about leadership, and it talks about how leaders will develop their talents and abilities to the same level. All successful leaders, more or less, begin with the same foundation. I've always said leadership is a choice, and great leaders not only choose to lead. Leadership will be the most important resource an organization can possess after all. It will be leadership that determines whether organizations successfully harness the emerging opportunities and overcome the await. In conclusion, I believe leadership skills approach takes into account the knowledge and abilities that the leader has. A leader can learn certain skills and turn them into a remarkable one. Leadership will change people's lives and make them happy forever. Thank you.